You can pull a 4.0 GPA, master every syllabus, and still freeze when a real-world problem lacks an answer key. High achievers look flawless on paper, but buckle under the weight of ambiguity. The culprit is usually a logic leak. These are microscopic flaws in how a person reasons, hitting vulnerabilities that allow unverified assumptions, cognitive biases, or sheer panic to hijack objective decision-making. Traditional classrooms rarely catch these leaks. When an environment focuses entirely on passive memorization and standardized recall, students graduate without anyone ever pressure testing how they actually process complex information. These untreated logical vulnerabilities eventually scale into organizational failures, leaving leadership teams unable to navigate the complexity of a modern business environment. Critical thinking operates as a highly structured, measurable anatomy of the mind. In 1990, the APA's Delphi report provided a universally accepted blueprint for this anatomy. They divided critical thinking into 6 distinct measurable dimensions: interpretation, analysis, evaluation, inference, explanation, and self-regulation. For decades, mapping all 6 of these dimensions across an entire school or enterprise was prohibitively expensive and far too abstract to execute at scale. Creathink solves this. We have taken that abstract psychological framework and built it into a precise, web-based diagnostic engine. By digitizing the Delphi standard, institutions finally have a practical tool to map the exact cognitive architecture of their students and their educators. The process starts with a situational judgment test. Users read through complex, real-world scenarios and choose a response, testing whether they can read a situation objectively without inserting their own bias. As they answer, the system processes their responses instantly, building a multi-dimensional map of their reasoning skills in real time. This chart shows the personal critical thinking profile, plotting proficiency across 6 dimensions. It isolates cognitive advantages, calling out analysis as a primary strength. Simultaneously, it flags critical vulnerabilities, like a low score in self-regulation, revealing a struggle to correct cognitive biases. This dashboard identifies the specific logic leak that requires immediate intervention, allowing for surgical precision in cognitive development. Standard broad-stroke training programs waste thousands of hours, forcing individuals to study concepts they have already mastered. We eliminate that waste using smart filtering. Any cognitive dimension scoring below 60% automatically triggers a mandatory targeted intervention. The user is routed into the learning room, accessing specific articles, targeted video modules, and customized quizzes, designed solely to repair their identified weakness. Only after these required modules are marked as completed will the system unlock the final post-test. This creates a closed-loop system. Every minute spent on the platform translates directly into repairing cognitive vulnerabilities. For deans, principals, and HR leaders, logical reasoning has traditionally been a blind spot. You couldn't manage what you couldn't see. The executive dashboard provides that visibility. Admins can now compare aggregate cognitive baselines across different groups, accurately mapping the precise skill gaps between an educating staff and their students. To prove the interventions worked, users take a final post-test, a contextual variation of the original assessment, designed to prevent memorization and test pure logic. This chart shows the Delta Score report. It compares the initial baselines against the new results, quantifying the exact percentage of cognitive growth achieved over a semester. The platform provides the mathematical evidence required to prove that an institution is successfully evolving the way its students and staff think. Rote memorization might help an individual survive a standardized test, but precise critical thinking is the only way an organization thrives in reality. Stop guessing where your institution's cognitive blind spots are and start diagnosing them with absolute precision. Request a demo with Creathink today and begin mapping the mind of your organization.